seconds. Mayor, can you please lead us in the flag salute?
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Kane.
Here.
Clark.
Here.
DeRose.
Here.
Light.
Here.
Marone.
Here.
Parker. Here. Nick is absent.
Thank you. This is to advise that certain advance notice has been given to the date, time, location, and to the extent known, the agenda of this meeting, in accordance with the provision of the Open Public Meeting Act. And notice of this meeting has been posted prominently at the bulletin board in the municipal complex lobby, on the city website, and communicated through the newspaper designated by the governing body. This is to further advise that this meeting is being recorded electronically and can be viewed on the city's website at abseconNJ.org. Thank you. Really quick, there is a shuffle at the firehouse where Nick works, and coverage got scarce, and unfortunately he couldn't be here last minute. He wanted to wish everybody, a safe and happy holidays as we move into that holiday season, and he wanted to personally thank the police department and the PTO for the trunk or treat. All right, with that, 2024 ordinances for introduction. For introduction only, ordinance 18-2024. An ordinance amending the supplementing the code of the City of Absecon, Chapter 224, zoning, and repealing all ordinances heretofore adopted, the provisions of which are inconsistent herewith. May I hear a motion?
Motion. Second.
Discussion, please. Anybody? Any questions?
This is the sober living matter. So we had gone through this, I think, the meeting before last, sent it to the planning board. Planning board had a fairly good suggestion. We had made some notifications necessary with regard to those homes, but we didn't put a date for when the notifications had to be made by, so we added that, and that was kind of a substantive change, so we're going to reintroduce it with that change, including the timeframes for doing that.
Do I have any questions? Roll call, please.
Kane.
Yes.
Clark.
Yes.
DeRose.
Yes.
Light.
Yes.
Marone.
Yes.
Parker.
Yes.
La Rotunda absent. This ordinance will be posted, laid over, and published according to law. A public hearing, second and final reading, will be held on December 5th, 2024. Okay. 2024 ordinance for adoption. Do I hear a motion for the second reading of ordinance? So there's no...
2024.
Yeah, there's just no sheet for it. So, 19-2024, authorizing the entering into of a lease agreement between the City of Absecon and the American Legion Post 28.
Motion.
Roll call, please.
Kane.
Yes.
Clark.
Yes.
DeRose.
Yes.
Light.
Yes.
Marone.
Yes.
Parker. Yes.
May I hear a motion to open the meeting to the public for comment or discussion of this ordinance?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Does anybody from the public like to discuss or comment this ordinance? Last but not. Okay. May I hear a motion to close the public portion?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? May I hear a motion for the final reading and adoption of ordinance 19-2024?
Motion. Second.
Roll call, please.
Kane.
Yes.
Clark.
Yes.
DeRose.
Yes.
Light.
Yes.
Marone.
Yes.
Parker.
Yes.
Ordinance 19-2024, authorizing the entering into a lease agreement between the City of Absecon and American Legion Post 28. This ordinance has been heard and is finally approved. Consent agenda. All matters listed under item consent agenda are considered to be routine by the City Council and will be enacted by one motion in the form listed. There will be no separate discussion of these items. If discussion is desired, that item will be removed from the consent agenda and will be discussed separately. 137, appointing a municipal housing liaison for the City of Absecon's affordable housing program, namely Jessica Snyder. 138, canceling outstanding checks in the current and sewer fund accounts. 139, authorizing change order number 1 for the resurfacing of Pitney Park tennis courts. 140, appointing a full-time police officer, namely Matthew Munn. 141, authorizing the tax collector to cancel the 2024 final fourth quarter taxes and the 2025 preliminary first and second quarter taxes on the property located at 110 Lisbon Avenue. 142, authorizing change order number 3, final for the 2023 road program. 143, authorizing a contact person for the Employment Practices Liability Attorney Consultation Service of the Atlantic County Municipal Joint Insurance Fund. That's a long one. Namely, Kayla Lovallo. 144, authorizing the City of Absecon to award a contract for the 2024 road program. 145, authorizing the city engineer, Remington and Vernick, to provide construction services for the 2024 road program. 146, authorizing the chief financial officer to refund or cancel escrow accounts of completed projects. Do I hear a motion to open the meeting to the public for agenda items only?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? If there's anybody from the public that would like to speak on agenda items only, please come forward. Do I hear a motion to close the meeting to the public?
Motion. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? May I hear a motion to move the consent agenda?
Motion.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Kane.
Yes.
Clark.
Yes.
DeRose.
Yes.
Light.
Yes.
Maroon.
Yes.
Parker. Yes.
Approval of the bill list, $2,467,220.83. May I hear a motion to accept the bill list?
Motion.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Kane.
Yes.
Clark.
Yes.
DeRose.
Yes.
Light.
Yes.
Maroon.
Yes.
Parker. Yes.
Approval of the minutes, closed session as to form and content only, 9/19/24. Regular meeting minutes, 10/18/24. May I hear a motion to accept both meeting minutes?
Motion. Motion. Second.
Roll call, please.
Kane.
Yes.
Clark.
Yes.
DeRose.
Yes.
Light.
Yes.
Maroon.
Yes to 919, abstained from 1018 as I was not here, but I'm sure the notes were thorough and the minutes were perfect, but I have to abstain. Thank you.
Parker. Yes.
All right, reports now. Council committees. Start on this side. Councilwoman Parker.
We had our community affairs meeting tonight. We discussed the last-minute Halloween house decorating contest we had at the suggestion of a Facebook user. So that was a fun thing we did last minute and was asked to bring back. So we had 3 winners and prizes donated by Councilman DeRose and Councilman Clark. And everybody who was involved, the judges and houses, had a great time doing that. We discussed the potential of having a Christmas house decorating contest. So we're going to put something out to that in the next couple weeks. We are having a Veterans Day ceremony this coming Monday at 11:11 a.m. at Veterans Park. We will be collecting turkey donations for a couple of the churches in town and have been in contact with them. We did have a Christmas tree lighting date as Monday, December 2nd, and you will see that in the newsletter. However, after talking to some businesses on New Jersey Avenue, they are not open on Mondays. So we have changed that to Tuesday, December 3rd at 6 p.m. The fire department will be having their Santa in the Park Friday, December 6th with a rain date of December 7th. And the Absecon Vet Hospital will be having pets pictures with Santa on Saturday, December 14th at the vet office at 10 a.m. Donations will go to their the organization that helps emergency vet services for people who don't have the money to pay for it. And they will be providing information on a free parvo clinic that they will be having because there is a parvo outbreak right now. So they will be sending us more information on that, and we will get that information out to the residents. Our next meeting should be December 5th at 5:30.
Thank you. Councilwoman Kane.
Thank you. We have not met since the last meeting. We were supposed to meet on yesterday, but we are combining our meeting with Economic Development along with Finance on November 21st at 5:30. That's before the council meeting that night, and then the next regular Economic Development meeting is December 4th at 6:30. 6 o'clock, sorry, 6.
Thank you.
I just wanted to correct, there isn't actually a council
So
meeting
it's
that
like
night.
that to look up.
So, I mean, the finance meeting is, it can still be at 5:30, but there isn't a meeting following it.
Okay, thank you.
On the 21st?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
When I go.
Just at some point, so I
Okay.
forget.
Councilman Marone?
Public Works met Monday. We'll be meeting again Monday, December 2nd. That's our next one, 5 p.m. Over there in the conference room. We spend a lot of our time talking to a company, and I'm sure Ed will elaborate a little bit. It's a company that helps in terms of mapping the streets, because apparently our list, or our, let's call it an atlas of roads for the city and their conditions and how they're rated and what needs to be worked on next is old and needs to be redone, and this was a good option for us. It seemed cheaper than having you do it. Is there any other explanation?
Thank you, Councilman.
We're efficient, you should
Yes,
say.
so it's actually a pretty interesting product, and I'll be brief, but the company's called Violytics. What they do, so when we did our road assessment, our road inventory 15 years ago, we actually had people from my office walk every single street with a wheel and a form and fill out the condition of the road manually, which was obviously not just labor intensive, but you have a static snapshot of what the road condition was on that day when that person was out there. This company uses artificial intelligence image technology to essentially mount a phone in your car. Anybody can put the app on their phone. You mount it on your dash, you drive the streets, and the software analyzes every 10 feet, takes a picture every 10 feet, and analyzes the imagery of the pavement. And what you end up with is a live map of the entire city, color-coded with the condition of all your asphalt throughout town. So you can imagine how long it would take to drive every street. That's how long it would take to do this assessment. And then, rather than having a static, book report, you have a map, an interactive map that you can go to see the condition of the road, potential treatments. The other good thing about this is it's something that we can very easily update once a year or whatever it may be. So you every year have an updated snapshot of what the condition of our streets are for capital planning purposes and things like that. And then there's a number of other features with this platform that we just wanted to share with the Public Works Committee that we may or may not take advantage of going forward.
I do have a question I forgot to ask in the meeting. Maybe you can answer it. With the use of AI, is there any downside such as like Terminator 2, or like Wall-E type situations where the robots become
50-50
sentient?
shot. Yeah,
50-50, okay.
Yeah,
Well, we have to take that into account. Thank you.
understood.
Councilman Clark.
Councilwoman Kane already gave the update. Finance has not met since before the last meeting, and we are combining with Econ on 11/21 at 5:30.
Thank you, sir. Councilman Light.
Thank you, Mr. President. We have not met. We meet on the 19th of this month at 7 o'clock. What I would like to ask everyone here and the public is one of our coaches, and I know he and his family will be upset by me saying this, but I'm going to do it anyhow. So please keep John Gorman in our prayers. I know he's fighting the fight. So his wife coached my kids. He coached my. It's just a lot of history there. So please keep he and his family in our prayers. He's fighting the fight. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman. Mary, to make your life a little more difficult, can we please amend ordinance 19 authorizing the entering into a lease agreement between the city of Absecon and the American Legion Post 28. I need to abstain. I apologize, I was distracted. Abstaining from that vote.
Just amend the vote, that's all.
Yeah, got it.
Okay, thank you. So for public safety, we met just this past week. On behalf of the fire department, two things. One, there is a ban on fires in your backyard, so please call if you see that, or remind people. There's forest fires everywhere in New Jersey, so we need to do our part, and we need rain, but please just make sure no fires in your backyard. Additionally, Santa in the Park will be on December 6th, Friday this year. Always a big turnout, so hope to see you there. Rain date is the 7th. And our next meeting is December 2nd at 6 p.m. The chief is out. Captain Mazer, would you like to give the update on behalf of the police department?
Sure. So in his absence, I'm just going to speak on our hiring process. We're looking forward to welcoming Matthew Munn. He comes to us from Brigantine. He's got some experience as a Class 2 there. Also, we are in our process. We've selected our candidates for the January Police Academy. So they're going through the hiring process now and the different stages we have. Other than that, we have some events coming up. We have some community events. I know Lieutenant might want to speak on some of the community events, but we have the Shop with a Cop. That's a countywide event that's coming up. We'll get some dates out for that. And then Toys for Kids is run by Patrolman Adams, and he's working on some dates, and we'll get that information out. But other than that, we're doing well.
Perfect. Sounds good. Appreciate it. Quicker than the chief, too.
It's simple.
Jessica, would you like to give the Administrator CFO report?
Sure. I'll actually start with finishing yours. I had spoken with Chief Roy Talley, and the weekend after Santa in the Park, the fire truck will be going through the community on the 14th and the 15th. So that's coming up as well. So the leaf collection has begun starting this week. The trucks are out. We'll continue to move throughout all of the zones in the city. We do this every year. They will continue to go through until the end of December. Place loose leaves only, no branches or debris. Our leaf collection program is really far exceeding other communities in the area. We really, get out there quite a lot. So, just want to say kudos to the Public Works because they work really hard, during this. I mean, they work hard all the time, but they work specifically hard during leaf season. It's challenging for them. The 2024 budget expenditures are on track for this time of year. We will have a few minimal budget transfers in December, but overall we're in good shape. The 2025 budget requests will be distributed to department heads in the coming week. I do want to just share with all of you, as we're starting to gather some things that we will likely be saving approximately $175,000 in health insurance costs for 2025 by simply having changed our plan from the state health benefits to the health insurance fund. Obviously everything has inflationary increases, but the state health benefits, continues their double digits, and had we stayed, it would have been, substantially higher. So that's good news to look forward to. And that also saved employees a lot of money as well. So I also want to mention that the RFP notices for city professionals will be posted on the city's website probably next week. And to be on the lookout for the 2025 sewer billing, should be mailed later this month along with the next installment of the city newsletter. And as always, please make sure to visit the city's website for information because we put everything on there as well.
Excellent. Thank you, Jessica. Clerks with an S report, depending on who's speaking.
It's me. All right, so for the court, it was $11,218.62. For construction, $10,993. $10,993. Tax office, $360,593.70. And for the clerk's office, it's $2,054.80.
Thank you. Mayor's report.
Sure.
Thank you, Mayor.
Today I was forwarded a letter from Denny Levinson that I feel is important to share with you this evening. The letter is being placed on the Commissioner's agenda meeting on November 12th. On Tuesday, November 12th, your agenda will include a resolution authorizing me, on behalf of the county, to enter into an MOU with the ACUA to
appropriate $7 million in funding for the construction and implementation of a permanent final cap for an additional 16 acres that is located in Egg Harbor Township, the Egg Harbor Township landfill. As you will recall, ASUA President Matt D'Onofrio provided a presentation about this Phase 2 capping project at your September 17th meeting, during which time you had the opportunity to ask questions and clarify your understanding. The project will benefit county residents by stabilizing the tip rates, reducing the leaching treatment to further protect water quality, and reduce any potential fugitive landfill emissions. The capping project is one of several methods used by the ASUA to address landfill odors. The cap helps contain gases and direct them to the gas collection system. 20 acres have already permanently have been capped, with another 15 acres temporarily capped. This project will provide permanent capping for an additional 16 acres. Construction is expected to be completed before October 2025. This Phase 2 capping project is eligible for federal funding through the coronavirus state and local fiscal recovery funds, but our approval is required before December 31st of 2024. I strongly urge you to approve this funding opportunity. Sincerely, Denny Levinson, just keeping you abreast of what's being done with the county. I also received another letter from Bert Lopez. He's the External Affairs Manager for Atlantic City Electric. Atlantic City Electric is committed to providing you and your residents with safe, reliable electric service. In advancing this commitment, crews may be performing scheduled tree maintenance in your area to prevent service outages and damage to overhead power lines in accordance with New Jersey Administrative Code. Please accept this letter as your notice of our tree maintenance work that will take place throughout 2025. If you have any questions about tree maintenance, you can contact, there is a number here, area code 202-833-7500, and ask to be connected to a member of our forestry department. If you receive a notification at your door regarding tree trimming activity in your neighborhood, please contact the forestry representative mentioned on the notification with any questions. As we are all well aware, last Tuesday evening's election results. I would like to address the voters that have supported me for the last 13 years. 7 as a councilwoman, 6 as your mayor. It is gratifying to know that you recognize that I took my job seriously, that I was willing to make tough decisions and work tirelessly for this community. My part-time position turned into a full-time position pretty quickly, but I was okay with that. As you know, I grew up in this city, raised a family here. My teaching career was also in our community. I only want the best for Absecon. So again, thank you for your vote of confidence. Rest assured, I will fulfill my mayoral responsibilities until the end of December. The newly elected officials will take over in January. Good luck to all.
Thank you, Mayor. Just wanted to clarify something on the ACUA. Are they asking us to vote on something?
No,
Okay.
this is going to be discussed at the commission.
Oh, theirs. Okay, thank you. Sorry, I misunderstood that.
Denny Levinson had sent this to me, he said, I know
Okay,
how much
perfect.
I was interested in this, and he said, I just want to update you just so that you're aware that this is being discussed at November 12th meeting.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Engineers report.
Yes, just a few quick updates on our construction projects. The Crestview Avenue sidewalk project continues to progress. I know it's pretty intense over there for the people that live there. I think it's paying dividends, the amount of time that we spent before we went out to bid meeting with these homeowners. You know, given the amount of work that's happening over there, we've had minimal issues. Sure I just jinxed it, but things are progressing. And hopefully the weather continues to cooperate, because as much as we need rain, this weather's really good for construction. So that project's moving along. The tennis court project is pretty much wrapped up. We just got a couple little punch list items that we're addressing. For the streetscape, we have a date of December 2nd for the lighting. that's supposed to be installed by the electric company. We're trying to push them to get it installed sooner. I think we should be just happy if it actually happens on December 2nd. But we will continue to track that. Calderon Avenue project, there's a piece of pavement that still needs to be done on New Jersey Avenue. That was a county road. They made us wait a little longer before we did our final paving. They'll probably do that work when they come in. It's the same company that we're awarding some of our other work to, so they'll probably try to coordinate that when they're in town. And then you saw we did have on the agenda today the 2024 road program that we awarded. And then just a couple quick notes on some development in town. I have been tracking some email traffic on the Wawa. I think they have final sign-off from the planning board engineer. So the next step in the process is they'll need to post the bond, and then once they do that, they can get their building permits. So